This is Job 9:24. The earth is given into the hand of the wicked. He covered the faces of the judges thereof. If not, where and who is he? And before I begin this lesson, I want to start off by giving all praises, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakakwadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone, and peace and blessings to the hopeful elect. I'm the brother lawyer, and I teach you Great Millstone National Camp. Coming back with a quick lesson. All right, and as you see, this is, well, I don't really have a title for the lesson right now. It might be titled, The Israelites Don't Look Like This. All right, the Israelites don't look like this. Like I said, I don't have a title. But anyway, I was watching the video, and the video had ended, and because I had walked away, let the video keep playing, and this video came up, and basically, this is the fake image of the Israelites. Now, of course, we've been scattered and all this and that. So yeah, Israelites are going to look like that, this day. But biblically, like, Luke didn't look like how, they paint him out to be. All the ancients of the Bible, the Israelites don't look like that. Even other nations, like what they call them, the Canaanites, the Moabites, the Ammonites, they didn't look like so-called white people, and the Egyptians. So I'm gonna claim the Copyright Act of 1970. I'm not making any money from this janky ass video. It's for educational purposes only. So I'm gonna play a little bit of this, and then I'm gonna get into some more scriptures. So give me 1 second. All right.
Blamelessly, but they were child.
Let's start it back. This is blasphemy. This is crazy.
Many have undertaken to draw up an account of the things that have been fulfilled among us, just as they were handed down to us by those who from the first were eyewitnesses and servants of the word. With this in mind, since I myself have carefully investigated everything from the beginning, I too decided to write an orderly account for you, most excellent Theophilus.
And what is that? Is it like the Greek? It might be the Greek or another language. Anyway, let's keep playing the video, because I was gonna go off into something else different dealing with the language, because they spoke Hebrew. But anyway, let's keep going.
That you may know the certainty of the things you have been taught. In the time of Herod, king of Judea, there was a priest named Zechariah, who belonged to the priestly division of Abijah. His wife Elizabeth was also a descendant of Aaron. Both of them were righteous in the sight of God.
Right. So that's one of the points that I wanted to make, was that, good Lord. So it said the descendants of Aaron. Now we know that Moses, what happened to Miriam? All right. So let's see what happened to Miriam real quick. Hell, Slocky, having some difficult. All right, so right here, because Miriam was the sister. Let me go back. Oh shit. Oh, one more. Right? So Miriam, the sister of Moses and Aaron. Now you showed them, or well, Esau showed you. God damn it. God damn it. What the fuck? So Miriam, Salakia, goodness gracious. So they showed the image, of one of the descendants of Aaron, right? Or both of them was the descendants of Aaron, right? But it shows you that they were so-called white, which that's not true. So we're gonna go to Numbers 12 or Exodus. Matter of fact, let me fast. Let me see, Tim, No, let me go back. Because basically, Miriam, she was turned white. All right. So Numbers 12, and let me see. All right. Matter of fact, I'm gonna start at Numbers 12 and 1. It says, "And Miriam and Aaron spake against Moses because of the Ethiopian woman whom he had married, for he had married an Ethiopian woman. And they said, Have the Lord indeed spoken only by Moses? Have he not spoken also by us? And the Lord heard it. Now the man Moses was very meek above all the men which are upon the face of the earth. And the Lord spake suddenly unto Moses and unto Aaron and unto Miriam, Come out ye three unto the tabernacle of the congregation. They three came out, and the Lord came down the pillar of the cloud and stood in the door of the tabernacle. And the pillar of the cloud is the so-called UFOs, a chariot, and called Aaron and Miriam, and they both came forth, and he said, Hear now my words, if there be a prophet among you, I, the Lord, make myself known unto him in a vision, and will speak unto him in a dream. My servant Moses is not so, who is faithful in all mine house. With him will I speak mouth to mouth, even apparently, and not in dark speeches, and the similitude of the Lord shall he behold. Wherefore then were ye not afraid to speak against my servant Moses? And the anger of the Lord was kindled against them, and he departed. And the cloud departed from off the tabernacle, and behold, Miriam became leprous, white as snow, right? So she lost her pigmentation. So she had looked like a so-called white woman. And that's just facts. Even Moses, and even when Moses had put his hand in his bosom, right? It says, And behold, Miriam became leprous, white as snow, and Aaron looked upon Miriam, and behold, she was leprous. And Aaron said unto Moses, Alas, my Lord, I beseech thee, lay not this sin upon us, wherein we have done foolishly, wherein we have sinned. Let her not be as one dead, right, of whom the flesh is half consumed, when he cometh out of his fucking goodness, when he come out of his mother's womb, right? And so let me get some right. And so Aaron said, What? Let him not look like one that comes out his mother's womb, as a newborn babe. So this how Miriam looked, right? Many so-called black babies or Latino other nations, right? We're gonna put it like that. Many other nations, they got pigmentation. When they have kids, they come out like this, so-called white, right? Like the one that died, you lose your pigmentation, right? It says newborn baby appearing white is likely due to natural coating called Zernax caseosa, right? A creamy white substance that covers a baby's skin while in the womb, acting as a protective layer. So that's simple. That is simple to understand. So yeah, Esau Edom covered the faces of the judges. And if not, where and who is he? Now I want to get something else. Matter of fact, let's keep reading. Right, let's read that back over. Numbers 12:12, let her not be as one dead, of whom the flesh is half consumed when he cometh out his mother's womb. And Moses cried unto the Lord, saying, hear her now, O power, I beseech thee. And the Lord said unto Moses, if her father have but spit in her face, should she not be ashamed even 7 days? Let her be shut out from the camp 7 days, and after that let her be received in again. So she couldn't even come into the congregation because her skin tone, she was leprous. All right, and so all right, Exodus 4. Well, actually, let's start at the top. So this is Exodus 4:1. Moses answered and said, but behold, they will not believe me nor hearken unto my voice. Matter of fact, let's go down. Let's go to verse 4. All right. Exodus 4:4. And the Lord said unto Moses, put forth thy hand and take it by the tail. It says, and he put forth his hand and caught it, and it became a rod in his hand, that they may believe that the Lord power, or the Yahweh power of their fathers, the God of Abraham, the God of Isaac, and the God of Jacob, have appeared unto thee. And the Lord said furthermore unto him, put now thy hand into thy bosom. And he put his hand into his bosom, and when he took it out, behold, his hand was leprous as snow. And he said, put thy hand into thy bosom again. And he put his hand into his bosom again, and plucked it out of his bosom, and behold, it was turned again as his own flesh. So that's plain and simple. The Lord, not the Lord. Moses is a dark-skinned man. Aaron, Moses, right? The prophets of that time were dark-skinned men. The Israelites are dark-skinned, just like how the Egyptians difference between the Egyptians and Israel. That's in Exodus 2. Might be the same chapter. No, it's 11. All right, so this is Exodus 11:7. It says, but against any of the children of Israel shall not a dog move his tongue against man or beast, that ye may know how the Lord put a difference between the Egyptians and Israel, because both nations were dark skinned. Let's go to the Zondervan. All right, Zondervan Bible Dictionary. Ham. All right. So it says Zondervan Compact Bible Dictionary, Ham / not the Negroes. It says Ham, the youngest son of Noah, born probably about 96 years before the flood, and one of 8 persons to live through the flood. He became the progenitor of the dark races, not the Negroes, but the Egyptians, the Ethiopians, the Libyans, and the Canaanites, of whom the Israelites, or the sons of God, eventually ended up fighting. Well, really, the Israelites, right, ended up fighting the sons of God. They were called that, during the time of the Genesis. So yeah, it's a difference. That's why the Israelites fled into Africa during 70 A.D. to so-called blend in from the Romans. All right. So yeah, let's get this real quick. Their visits, like I says in Lamentations. Lamentations 4:8. Their visage, damn, is blacker than a coal. They are not known in the streets. Their skin cleaveth to their bones. It is withered. It is become like a stick. And matter of fact, let's go to the blue letter. go to the blue letter. All right, this is the blue letter. Lamentations 4. And 8. Right there, visage. Let's get the word for visage. Shalakia. All right, it says visage is the rayam. Yeah, the rayam. Right, H 8389. All right, and it says appearance. Their outline, the figure, form, shape. Right, so their appearance is dark. All right. What King Solomon say? I am dark but comely. If I can spell it down. Cause that's some bullshit. Esau uncovered, the faces of the judges. Songs of Solomon 1 and 5. It says, I am black but comely, O ye daughters of Jerusalem, as the tents of Kedar, as the curtains of Solomon. Look not upon me because I am black, because the sun hath looked upon me. My mother's children, right, were angry with me. They made me the keeper of the vineyards, but my own vineyard have I not kept. Hey, so one of the southern kingdom, King Solomon, which is Yahushua, if you can receive it, right? And he's saying he's dark skinned, he's black. The sun looked upon me. In Asia, it gets hot. Saudi Arabia, Israel, Mesopotamia, which today is Iraq. Hell, even in Europe, it gets hot. And so, hey, that proves that there was a dark skinned people at that time, the Israelites. All right, all nations were dark skinned, especially the Israelites. Right, and we read that, we got that. It's not that hard to understand. The heathen, that's in the Apocrypha. Let's see. The heathen sought to paint the images. Let me see it like this. Yep. This is First Maccabees. Let me see. I'm gonna start at 3 and 47. See what 47 say. Well, I started 48. Main point. All right, First Maccabees in the Apocrypha. First Maccabees 3 and 48, and laid open the book of the law, wherein the heathen had sought to paint the likeness of their images, and that's what they have done. Oh, that's also to that Isaiah. Was it 27, 25 or 27? Talking about the covering cast. I thought it was 27. It might be 25. Let me see. Covering cast. But that's what Esau, Edom have done. Yeah, 25. I skipped over it, reading too fast. Isaiah 25, 27. And he will destroy in this mountain the face of the covering cast over all people, and the veil that is spread over all nations. And so yeah, there's a covering cast on the people, you know, i.e. Those small hats over there being the people of the land, and that's not true. They're not the people of the land, nor the people of basically their forefather. They're not the sons of Jacob. They're the sons of Esau. Do you have Israelites over there that's scattered among them? Hell yeah. You got Israelites that's scattered among all nations. But hey, they're not the people. And that's why that's why the world is like how it is, because they're not the people. All right? And you know, you got all these different nationalities. You know, it's bullshit. You have 18 nations in the Bible. You have 18 nations in the Bible. You know, and all people are still here today. You got the Edomites are still here. You know, because they said that the Edomites are done away with. That's in Ecclesiastes. Matter of fact, it says there's no end of all the people. Yep. Ecclesiastes 4:16. There is no end of all the people, even of all that have been before them. They also that come after shall not rejoice in him. Surely this also is vanity and vexation of spirit. So there's no end of all the people. There is no end of all the people. Jeremiah, matter of fact, Salaki. Let's get that Jeremiah 14. Because Solomon, he's a Judite. He said he's black. The sun looked upon him. You know, he's black, right? So Jeremiah 14:2, Judah mourneth. Judah, the tribe of Judah is in the state of mourning, and the gates thereof languish. They are black unto the ground, and the cry of Jerusalem is gone up. So Judah is a dark-skinned tribe. The southern kingdom, Benjamin, Levi, are dark-skinned. Now, the northern kingdom tribes, guess what? They were dark-skinned at 1.2, but because of the great robbery and murder that the natives went through, because they are the native tribes, you know, they look different today, but they're still Israelites. All right, all tribes was dark. We read that limitation, you know, and also too it says they are not known in the streets. I think that was in the same. I think that was in the same chapter. Yeah. Um. Let me see. I thought it might be in verse 9. Oh, there you go. There you go. I'm tripping. Yeah, it says they are not known in the streets. And yeah, we're not known for being the Israelites here in America. You know, we're not known for being the Israelites here in America, other parts around the world. Now, some parts of the world, yeah, they do know that. Really, the nations that put us in captivity, they know who we are. We are not known. You know, we don't know who we are. Other nations, they know, and they won't tell you. You know, it talks about how they didn't suffer their bodies to be put in graves. You know, it wasn't no rest. The other nations, they didn't give us no rest by knowing who we were, right? Because what would happen if we found out, if we know who we were? These other kingdoms, these other nations, especially Babylon the Great America, will start to decline. But the Lord's going to bring you down anyway, you know, and we're at the beginning stages, and you're going to fall hard. And then, let me see, trying to think about, I can get Revelation, which talks about the Lord being a dark skinned man, Daniel. I can keep going. And really, I feel like the point's been made. God damn, this woman right here. But yeah, I feel like the point, and his name is not Jesus. That's another thing. The comments is fucking through. His name is not even Jesus. G means earth, then sus, pig. So you literally called him earth pig. Like, this shit is through. But yeah, none of the prophets were, none of them looked like Edomites, you know. And also too, since they made this, let me get something else because I believe that's in the book of Psalms. What the hell? Yeah, I believe it's in the book of Psalms where it talks about how uh let me see, to cast it out for a prey. Cause they're in the land. Yep. It's not Ezekiel. I get this confused with Psalms. So this is Ezekiel 36:5 because you see, the image that they painted, right? Like you see that they're saying that they're in the land.
Observing
You
all the
see,
Lord's commands.
and so and we know that y'all ain't supposed to be in the land. Salaki. It says Ezekiel 36:5. Therefore, thus saith the Lord power, you son of a bitch. All right, Ezekiel 36:5. It says, therefore, thus saith the Lord power, surely in the fire of my jealousy have I spoken against the residue of the heathen and against all Idumea, which that's who these people are. If he's not an Israelite, you know, uh, he's an Edomite, all right, which have appointed my land into their possession with the joy of all their heart, with the spiteful minds to cast it out for a prey. So yeah, these heathens, they're in the land of Israel, and they're not supposed to be there. So with them having or taking the land with joy, and to say that, they're going to be deceitful, they're going to paint the faces of the judges, King David, Adam, Yahweh Shai is so-called white. Moses, all the biblical characters are white. Hey, y'all fit that prophecy. That's y'all. The Edomites are still here. So with that, I hope this is an edifying lesson. And before I close, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Kakodash. Shalom.